So everything on the car is probably got 3,000 miles on it. I actually have the odometer set for it. I think it's just under 3,000. It's got a dual tune, E85 and 93. The 93 tune is kind of the safe tune. It only goes to 20 psi, so that's my daily one, and I get about 25 miles per gallon on it. So everything's good on it. I had IAG and myself also go through all the rubber on it, so any of the suspension pieces, any of the mounts, anything that looked like it was going to fail or is failing or rusted or whatever, I just had them replace it. They said that there wasn't any rust, but there was some bushings that were going within the next 3 to 5 years, so I just had them replace it. So it's almost a frame off restoration. So that's the good. Then I'll be full disclosure, the bad. So the paint definitely could use some help. I don't know if you can, I'll try to get some shots, but I've dabbed the hood. It kind of has a whole bunch of chips on the front. I'm trying to see if I can point them out. So I've dabbed them so they don't rust. It is an aspen white, so it is color matched, but you can definitely still see them. Second thing is when I first bought it, the next day I went through a hailstorm, so it's got a few dents, and I'll see if I can show it on the hood. You can see the kind of the waves. I would say there's about 8 dents on the hood, and there's like one big one right there, and there's probably maybe total 8 really big ones that I personally don't like, and then there's some on the roof as well. Again, it's dirty, sorry, but I'll try to see if you can get to see if I wave it up and down. Hopefully it's not making you sick. You can see the dents. There's one there, there's one over there, and there's 2 over there. I've been quoted about 100 to 150 to get that fixed. They're just going to PDR it. Other than that, she's got blemishes on her paint here and there. The clear coats still look good. I'm going to get a full detail on it before winter. So hopefully that kind of cleans up and brings back that clear and really makes that white pop. The blue tape marks are just for where my roof rack goes, just so I don't have to remeasure it again. I took it off, but I didn't feel like kind of lining it up square, so I made it easier, so I taped it before I took it off. Everything else that I know is original. Transmission, axles, rear diff, those are all original. The car does have 55,000, 160,000 miles on it. But again, I had myself and IAG go through it before I even bought it. And I kind of had them tear down everything and double check everything, and any bolt that wasn't good, had them replace. Any piece of rubber that wasn't good, I replaced or had them replace. Kind of bringing it back to a brand new car besides the paint. That's really the only thing that I have to get the dents out. There is another thing I want to point out. There is a scratch. There's a little bit of bubbling right there, but I covered it, and there's a scratch right there that I covered. That's pretty big. I'm trying to be full disclosure on it. I do have tin on it, I forgot, and I do have mud flaps. And then there's the fade that everybody gets right here. Yeah, and hopefully in the new, you might not be able to see it, but when I do the polish, this little bit comes out. I have a couple scratches right here, but it looks to be surface because when I run my finger over them, I can feel the lip in it, so that those should pop out. But that's it. It's stock ride height. It's actually a little bit lower. I think it's about 1/4 of an inch lower. I had my fenders rolled, so it could be lowered a lot more. But yeah, other than that, and